Okay. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay. Alright, so although best known for his culinary writings and television presentations, along with several books on food and cooking and travel adventures, and here's one here called Anthony Bourdain Kitchen Confidential. You can see, several books on food and cooking and travel. Bourdain also wrote both fiction and historical nonfiction. So on June 18, 2018, Bourdain died while on location in France, filming for Parts Unknown by Unaliving by Hanging. So I'm just reading what's on Google while I'm looking at his bestsellers on Amazon. This is Down and Out in Paradise, The Life of Anthony Bourdain by Charles Learson. Learson. I want to say I'm saying that right the last time there. Apparently he had a dark life. The more I researched, the more I realized that maybe this is more than just, oh, he was a food guy and he ate some stuff that made him depressed, or he traveled to parts of the world that just was kind of gloomy for him, and it all sunk in, and he just had unalived himself. That's easy to come to a conclusion like that, but as I did more research, I came to realize that, like, for instance, let me read this to you before I continue, but uh, so there's critics are saying that, there's surprising unauthorized biography of the celebrity chef and TV star Anthony Bourdain based on extensive interviews with those who knew him intimately. Apparently this was written after he died, so you can get a look into his life and his personal files from his phone and email accounts. They're saying it was very dark and painstakingly detailed. And so just some of this stuff here makes you say, maybe it's deeper than I actually think it is. He died at age 60. I have some clips here from Joe Rogan podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience, of him talking about Anthony Bourdain. Apparently, he said that Bourdain was working out and doing jiu-jitsu a lot at age 58, and he was like buffed and ripped, and he was obsessed with health and being healthy. And so that puts something in perspective for me. I'm gonna add the clip in just a second. Also, Bourdain also uh, had a girlfriend that apparently they had both open affairs, and I'm gonna share the clip for you guys to watch this. But apparently, he was obsessed with going online and finding out if she was cheating on him or who she was with. I have a very stuffed up nose, so excuse the way I sound right now, but it's very cold where I am. So, um, up here in Tallahassee in the mountains, it's freezing right now. But so, I guess me and him don't share the same. I don't want to say, I don't want to talk for the man. I don't know why he did what he did. I just thought it's very strange coincidence that he films this show called Parts Unknown, and he's in this part of town in France and hangs himself, or just does the unthinkable, and people are left wondering, oh, what happened to this guy? The guy from I used to watch him on the CNN segments, Parts Unknown, his cooking and being all over the place. And I remember he went to Jamaica, and I remember, in fact, Anthony Bourdain. I remember thinking when he went to Jamaica and he ate some food there, I kept wondering, where's the plantains? Uh, Parts Unknown in Jamaica. Yeah, I remember he went to Jamaica. I love this episode. I used to watch this when I was down in Fort Lauderdale, my other apartment, years ago. I'm not gonna want to play the whole thing because obviously, I don't want to get flagged or copyright. But yeah, so okay, so we're talking about Anthony Bourdain here. We're going through everything that, just trying to get to the bottom of his life story. And is this someone that was worried about his height? I mean, sorry, his health or his weight? Very conscious of what he put in his body, or is this a tragic tale of unaliving due to being in parts unknown around the world, uh, associated with food, or would you say it's all of the above plus maybe some deep dark obsession with his girlfriend, coupled with, pain from his past, his childhood. Who knows, And so basically, I also have another clip here where I think Joe Rogan was talking about how he spent a lot of time Googling and searching to see if his girlfriend was cheating on him, checking to see, who she was with. And that was towards the end. I think that was like the final days where they got into it and they broke up, and then that was it. He, hung from a tree, so to speak, from the hotel room. I don't want to get too graphic here, but, apparently YouTube has its own issues with talking about these things. But yeah, guys, just let me know what you think in the comments below, okay? Talk to you soon.
Bourdain, before he died, he was obsessed with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Became really obsessed with it at 58. Wow. And got really good. He was training every day, and he was training twice a day every day. So he went from, when I first met him, he was chubby, he was smoking cigarettes. Look at he won in a tournament. And I mean,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's 60 years old there.
Jesus age.
What's really crazy is a picture of him walking down the street I think they were in Rome, and he has no shirt on, and he's ripped. Anthony Bourdain, full six-pack.
Really?
Yeah, dude, he was obsessed.
Photos of Argento sharing deeply intimate moments with the very young Argento, 42, were both in open marriages and both slept with other people. Bourdain, 61, and Argento, 42, were both in open marriages and both slept with other people. But the photos of Argento sharing deeply intimate moments with the very young and extremely handsome Clement hurt him deeply. Over the next few days, Bourdain spiraled. He obsessively searched the internet for photos of Argento with other men and sent her dozens of text messages, some regretful and understanding, and others scathing and condemning. But ultimately, he simply accused her of being cruel. Bourdain carried his pain into that week's shoots. The crew later described him as angry, and Repair spoke of the dark mood he was in. After that day's filming, Bourdain ate early and went to his room alone. He again texted Argento, imploring her to take him back. "Is there anything I can do?" he asked. Argento responded, "Stop busting my balls." Bourdain replied simply, "Okay." Sometime later, alone in his room, his relationship with Argento over, Anthony Bourdain hanged himself.